What is your opinion about the paper? It is easy, moderate, or tough? Any opinion about your paper? Baswaraj, Bharat, Shrikant, Satishwaran, Sunil, Vinay. Okay, fine. So we'll start with the discussion. So compared to the last year paper, it's a little bit tougher, and as well as a lot of conceptual based questions. So we are going to discuss from the history part. Okay, the question number 51, it is from the set C. Okay, question number 51. With reference to the history of India, Bhabhuti, Asthimalla, Shemeshwara. These three personalities were most famous for what? That is the question. We got the option A, Jain monks, playwrights, temple architects, and philosophers. Around 8th century AD, the noted scholar is most famous for his plays and poets. Okay, particularly in which language? Sanskrit language. Okay, and even the plays which made by him, which is equal to the work of Kalidasa, his name called Bhabhuti. Okay, the person Asthimala belonged to around 13th century AD, and he was most popular personality in the language of Kannada, and he composed more poets and poems. Then Shemendra, he was the person who belonged to 11th century AD. Okay, so the popular poet from Kashmir. So all these three personalities contributed in terms of writing the poets and poems. If you look into the option Jain monk, it is irrelevant. Playwright, it is closely, and temple architecture irrelevant, philosophers irrelevant. So the option is B. Playwrights. They are most popular for writing poets and plays. Okay, so these people contributed in terms of writing plays and poets. The option is B. Okay, fine. Next one is the Montague-Chelmsford reforms. Question number 52. Okay, consider the following statements. Montague-Chelmsford reform of 1919. Okay, recommended granting voting rights to all the women above the age of 21, and the Government of India Act of 1935 gave women reserved seats in the legislature. That is a question for you. Okay, this comes under the modern history of India. So which are the statements given above are correct? Option 1, 2, both 1 and 2, neither 1 or 2. That is your option. You know completely about the Montague-Chelmsford reforms, right? Right, Montague-Chelmsford reform. What is the importance of this act? We'll read a lot of features about this. For example, around 1918, the British granted the limited as a suffrage for the women's. Okay, right. Give me a minute. Okay, right. Suffrage of the women in terms of the property holding. Okay, as per this act. Apart from that, demanding the voting rights age for the women's were recommended. Okay, that is a question here which was asked in the statement. Okay, the recommendation given only to for what purpose? Women property holders. Okay, women property holders, not for the voting rights. And the second statement is the Government of India Act of 1935 gave women reserved seats in the legislature. Okay, right. Yes, it is true. These provisions incorporated into the Government of India Act 1935. Okay, around 2.5% of the women in India got voting right as per the 1935 Act. Okay, so option 1 is wrong. Remember that Montague-Chelmsford never recommended the granting voting rights to all the women. It only granted in terms of suffrage to women property holders. Okay, right. So the option B is correct one here. 2 only. The statement 2 is correct. Okay, so the third question from the history part with reference to 8th August 1942 in Indian history, which one of the following statement is correct? Okay, which one of the following statement is correct? The first statement, the Quit India resolution was adopted by the AICC, All India Congress Committee. Next, the Viceroy Executive Council was expanded to include more Indians. Third one is the Congress ministers resigned in 7 provinces. Fourth one is Cripps proposed an Indian Union with full dominion status once the Second World War was over. See, as per the first statement which given for this question, the Quit India resolution was passed. Yes, it was passed, and Indian National Congress appointed Mahatma Gandhi as the face of launching that movement, and the resolution was passed by All India Congress Committee. The second option is the Viceroy Executive Council. Yes, the Viceroy Executive Council was expanded but not in the year of 1942. Okay, the Congress ministers resigned in the 7 provinces when the World War II started. The British involved Indians to participate in the World War II to condemn that particular activity. The Indian, provincial ministers, resigned their post in the 7 provinces of British India. And the Cripps Mission, an Indian Union with full dominion status, not once the World War II was over. It is due to the reason behind Indian participation in the World War. That is the purpose of arrival of Cripps Mission to make Constituent Assembly for India before the World War II. So as per this explanation, option A is the right answer. Okay, the Quit India resolution was adopted by AICC, All India Congress Committee. The next question is all about who among the following is associated with songs from prison. Okay, a translation of ancient Indian religious lyrics in English. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was the option. Okay, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Okay, he was the person who is responsible for the translation. Okay, so translation of Indian lyrics made in jail was written by Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Okay, so your answer is C. Next, with reference to medieval India, which one of the following is the correct sequence in ascending order in terms of, size? Okay, in the medieval history, the empires ruled, and the centralized administration, the whole Suba, the Subas was divided into sarkars. Okay, see, Subas means state, provincias. Sarkar means district. Okay, then you got Pargana. So, as per this ascending order in terms of the size, Suba, Sarkar, and Pargana. Okay, the option A, ascending and descending. Pargana, Sarkar, Suba in terms of what? Size. Right, next question. Who among the following were associated with as a secretary with Hindu female school, which later came to be known as Bethany Female School? Okay, the options given by the UPSC board is that Annie Besant, Devendranath Tagore, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Sarojini Naidu. Okay, see, this college was initially owes and got origin John Eliot Bethany. Okay, right. It became the Hindu female school first. Hindu female school in the year of 1849. It was renamed it as Bethany School in the year of 1856. There was a committee which appointed as a managing committee was formed and under the Pandit Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Okay, the women's emancipation was made the secretary here. So the important person who's took a control as well as the name changing, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Option C is the right answer. Okay, in the context of colonial India, Shah Nawaz Khan Okay, Prem Kumar Sehal and Gurbaksh Singh Dillon are remembered as what? All these people. The options given: leaders of Swadeshi and boycott movement, members of the interim government in the year of 1946, members of the drafting committee in the Constitution Assembly, officers of the Indian National Army. Remember, the leaders of Swadeshi and boycott movement in India, the most popular personalities: Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpati Rai, Aurobindo Ghosh, and Bipin Chandra Pal. And the Swadeshi movement became popular in the year of 1905. Okay, then members of the interim government in 1946 that we know, that is our interim government as per the nomination of the Constituent Assembly. So these people were not there. Members of drafting committee, the drafting committee head was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and the committee members also different personalities. So such clearly it gives officers of the Indian National Army is your right answer. Okay, there was a popular event, Red Fort trials. In the Red Fort trials, which exactly happened in the history between November 1945 to May 1946. Okay, there was around 10 court martials, okay, held in the public, okay, at the Red Fort in Delhi. Okay, so the British commander who did that, and the people who were mentioned in this statement were the the martial trial in the Red Fort case, like a Red Fort trial case. It's all about Indian National Army. That will come under your modern history of India. Okay, so the next question with reference to Indian history, which of the following statements is correct? So we have three statements here. One is the Nizamat of Arcot emerged out of a Hyderabad state. The Mysore kingdom emerged out of Vijayanagara Empire. Okay, Rohilkhand kingdom was formed out of the territories occupied by Ahmad Shah Durrani. So we have to select the correct answer using the code given below. Okay, right. So now the first of all, we need to know about the Nizamat of Arcot emerged out of the Hyderabad state or not. Okay, then only we can go confident with the next statements as well. Right. Nizamat of Arcot emerged out of Hyderabad state. Yes. Okay, Nizam ul Mulk, he was under as an important noble under the Mughals. When the Mughals got weakened, he do not want to be under the Mughals anymore, and he came back to the southern part of India, particularly the Deccan region, and he come up with a new state called Hyderabad. Okay, the new state called Hyderabad. Okay, there he appointed one more person as the Nawab of Arcot. So the first statement is correct. The Nizamat of Arcot emerged out of which state? Hyderabad state. Okay, right. The Carnatic was a dependency of Hyderabadi Deccan. Okay, and Nizams of Hyderabad until their demise, the kingdom which was founded and ruled most part by the Hindu Wadiyar family only. Okay, and this served as the vassal chief state under the Vijayanagara Empire. So the statement 2 is also correct. Last one is all about Rohilkhand. Okay, Rohilkhand. Rohilkhand kingdom was formed out of the territories occupied by Ahmad Shah Durrani. Okay, Nawab Ali Muhammad Khan. Okay, he belonged to ancient Baraha dynasty. Okay, he is the first Nawab of Rohilkhand. So it is not from Ahmad Shah Durrani. It is a different person. So the statement 1 and 2 is correct. So your option is A. Okay, which one of the following statement is correct? Ajanta Cave lies in the gorge of Waghora River. Sanchi Stupa lies in the gorge of Chambal River. Pandulina Cave shrines lie in the gorge of Narmada River. Amravati Stupa lies in the gorge of Godavari River. Okay, right. So which one is correct? Ajanta Cave. It is most popular Buddhist rock cut cave in India, which is located in the state of Maharashtra. There is a lot of temples and monasteries which contributed to three popular religions in India. So the north central Maharashtra state, the western India are celebrated for their wall paintings even now. The temple are, comes under the gorge of Waghora River. Okay, right? Sanchi Stupa, not Chambal. Pandalena, not on Narmada. Amravati Stupa, not on Godavari. So the option is A. Okay, right. The popular river valley name called Waguruna River Valley. It's around 65 miles, 105 kilometer northeast of Aurangabad. So you can, if you see the rivers of India, it is easy for you to identify. Okay, so 59th question is over. The next question is, consider the following statements. 21st February is declared to be the International Mother Language Day by UNICEF. Yes. The demand that Bangla has to be one of the national language was raised in the Constituent Assembly of Pakistan. Yes, so they wanted to be a safeguard of their language. So the demand that Bangla has to be one of the national language was raised, okay, in the Constituent Assembly of Pakistan. Okay, the statement 2, which is not correct because it is not Pakistan, it is from Bangladesh. Okay, option 1. Next, 61st, with the reference to Chausat Yogini temple situated near Morena, consider the following statement. So statement 1, it is a circular temple built during the reign of Kachabahatta dynasty. It is the only circular temple built in India. It was meant to promote the Vaishnava cult in the region, and its design has given rise to a popular belief that it was inspiration behind the Indian Parliament building. So which of the statements given above are correct? 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 4, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, right. See the Chausat Yogini temple, which was located in the Morena district, Gwalior. Okay, right. According to this, the king name called Devapala, who's the who's the founder of this temple. It is said that temple was venue of providing education in astrology and mathematics, based on the transit of the sun in that region. And it is a circular temple. Okay, so it was built by this person belong to the Pala. Okay, so the statement 1 is right. It is the only circular temple built in India. No, it is not the only circular temple built in India. We have other circular temple also. It was meant to propagate the Vaishnava cult. Okay, two type of sectors was there in India, Vaishnavism as well as the Saivism. And this is the centric figure of Shivlinga. So we can clearly understood that it is not for Vaishnava, it is for Saivism. Its design has been given rise to a popular belief that it was the inspiration behind the Indian Parliament. Remember, yes, that is true. Okay, the Parliament House was inspired by the circular Chausat Yogini temple. So statement 1 and statement 4 is the correct. So option C is your right answer. Okay, option C is your right answer. Next question, which one of the following ancient towns is well known for its elaborate system of water harvesting and management by building a series of dams and channelizing water into connected reservoirs? Everyone knows this. It is very easy option, Dholavira. Dholavira, which is located in Gujarat. Yes, because the configuration of city is very, very important, and also which is outstanding example for the planned city. And you can see urban residential areas as well, and a lot of technological advancement was there in the city, like technological development features, and all these were reflected here, design, execution, and affecting harness materials as well. So you have to remember this. Dhulavara is the best example for all these features. Next, in the first quarter of 17th century, in which of the following was where the factories of the English East Indian Company located? Broch, Okay, Chikakul, Trichinopoli. Select the correct answer using the code given below. 1 only, 1 and 2, 3 only, 2 and 3. Okay, remember around 1623, the British English East Indian Company established their factories at Surat, Brouch, Ahmedabad, Agra, Masulipatam. Remember 1608, the British come up with their factory at Surat and Masulipatam. Stephen William Hawkins received a farman from Jahangir to open 2 factories in India, that is on Surat and Masulipatam. But later on, other European powers established their factories all over the Mughal territories. The British Empire sent the ambassador named called Sir Thomas Roe to the Jahangir's court, and he received farman to open up the factories. By end of 1623, the British English East Indian Company opened their factories at Surat, Brouch, Ahmedabad, Agra, and Masulipatam. So as per this data, the Brouch is the right answer. So option A. Okay. So from the decline of Guptas until the rise of Harshavardhana in the early 7th century, which of the following kingdoms were holding power in northern part of India? Okay, the Guptas of Magadha, the Parmaras of Malwa, the Pushyabhutis of Tanesar, the Maukharis of Kanuj, the Yadavas of Devagiri, the Maitrakas of Vallavi. So here we have to select the right option. Okay, simple. Okay, in the simple, easy, I'll tell you, if you know about the kingdoms in the ancient history and the medieval history, it is easy for you to answer. Okay, right, it's easy for you to answer. The Guptas of Magadha belong to Guptas and Mahadas belong to ancient. The Parmaras of Malwa belong to ancient. Okay, the Pushyabudi of Tanesar belong to ancient. The Maukris of Kanuj belong to ancient history. The Yadavas of Devagiri belong to the medieval history. You know about Alauddin Khilji. Okay, right. When he sent his troop to take a conquest over the Deccan Plateau, the Devagiri was the one place which occupied by them. The Maitrakas of Vallavi, the ancient. So from the decline of Guptas until the rise of Harshavardhana in the early 7th century, which of the following kingdoms were holding power in the northern part of India? So you have the option name called B. So 1, 3, 4, and 6. These are all the people who holded the control. See, the Yadavas of Devagiri, the medieval, Paramaras of Malwa in the middle part of India. So they were not holding the power, which was occupied by the other rulers. Okay, so option B is your right answer. 1, 3, 4, and 6. According to Portuguese writer Nunes, the women in Vijayanagara Empire were experts in which following of areas? Wrestling, astrology, accounting, soothsaying. Select the correct answer using the code below. 1, 2, and 3, 1, 3, and 4, 2 and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, right. See, during the Vijayanagara Empire, the women worked in the different occupations. The Nunes traveler from the Portuguese, he mentioned about the Vijayanagara, like king of Vijayanagara has also women who wrestle. Okay, and others were astrologers, soothsayers. Okay, so they got a good accounts of expenses that are incurred inside the gates of palace. Okay, so here as per the note, okay, which mentioned here, all these 4 category women's were there in the Vijayanagara Empire. They participated in the wrestling, they participated in the astrology, and they took care of accounting and soothsaying as well. So option D is your answer. Okay, so this travelers plays very important role in terms of reading about the empire system in India and about the societal condition as well. Okay, right. So the next question with the reference to Okay, with reference to Madanpalli of Andhra Pradesh. Okay, Madanpalli of Andhra Pradesh. Which one of the following statement is not correct? Pingali Venkaya designed the tricolor Indian flag here. Pattabi Sitaramaya led the Quit India movement of Andhra region from here. Rabindranath Tagore translated the national anthem from Bengali to English here. Madam Blavatsky and Colonel Olcott set up their headquarters of Theosophical Society first here. Okay, simple odd man out. Okay, odd man out. Madam Blavatsky and Colonel Olcott set up their headquarters at Madras of Theosophical Society. So there is no option D. And you need to look into the other options as well. Pingali Venkaya designed tricolor Indian flag. No, not from here. Okay, then the two options left out. See, Janagana Mana from Bengali to English and also set it to music in Madanpalli. So Rabindranath Tagore translated the national anthem from Bengali to English here only. Okay, right. Around February 1919, familiar tunes was set for this. It was a person named called Margaret Cousins. Okay, like she's the person, wife of one popular educationist. She set up the tune for Janagana Mana. Okay, so the principal of Madanpalli College established by the Dr. N.E. Bassett. Okay, so Pattabi Sitaramaya not held that Quit India movement of Andhra region here. So option C is the right answer. Okay, next consider the following pass. Historical place and well-known for. Burzom, rock-cut shrines. Okay, Chandra Ketuhar, terracotta art. Ganeshwar, copper art calf, like artifacts. See, Ganeshwar Jodhpura, it is most popular for the Chalcolithic age. So more number of copper artifacts were found. So this pair is correct, Ganeshwar. Chandra Kedugar, it's most famous for terracotta. Okay, terracotta. Okay, so this place, which is located in the West Bengal, lies around 2,300 years old site of Chandragutta, is filled with amazing terracotta figurine sculptures. Okay, Burzom is not a rock-cut shrine. So Burzom is most popular for what? Cave or potters from the ancient history. It's most popular for that, which is located in the region of Jammu and Kashmir. So pair 2 and 3 were correct. Okay, 2 and 3, which means option D. Next question, consider the following statements. It was during the reign of Iltutmish that Genghis Khan reached the Indus and pursued the fugitive, Khwarazm prince. It was during the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq that Timur occupied Multan and crossed the Indus River. It was during the reign of Devaraya II of Vijayanagara Empire that Vasco da Gama reached the coast of Kerala. So which of the the statements given above is or correct? Okay, so we'll see one by one. See, it was during the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq that Timur occupied Multan and crossed the Indus River. As per this statement, which is wrong. Okay, which is wrong. It was not the during the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq which he reached. Okay, because that time there was not much problem of Genghis Khan towards the northwest frontier of India. That is the reason Muhammad bin Tughlaq wanted to shift the capital of Delhi to Daulatabad, because he felt that is the center point of India. One of the reason behind, because there is no problem from the northwest frontier of India. So it is wrong. Option 2 is out. So the left out option is 3 and 1. Okay, 3 and 1. So here it was during the reign of Devaraya II of Vijayanagara Empire, the Vasco da Gama reached the coast of Kerala. No. Okay, so it was during the reign of Iltutmish that Genghis Khan reached the Indus in pursuit of fugitive Khwarezm prince. Yes, so Battle of Delhi in 1398, the Mongol Turkish warrior Timur, okay, ruler of Central Asia, from his capital at Samarkand, he found a pretext to strike South India, okay, as a battle. So this, the Shah of Khwarezm, okay, Jalaluddin's army was completely defeated here. Okay, destroyed in this battle. So option 1 is correct. Option A only. Consider the following statement. Saint Francis Xavier was one of the founding members of the Jesuit order. Saint Francis Xavier died in Goa and a church is dedicated to him here. And the feast of Saint Francis Xavier is celebrated in Goa each year. Okay, see here, it's easy for us to understand here. Saint Francis Xavier was one of the founding member of, yes, Jesuit order. So option 1 is correct. Okay, option 1 is correct. Saint Francis Xavier died in Goa and a church is dedicated to him there. Okay, right. The feast of Saint Francis Xavier is celebrated in Goa each year. Okay, so option 3. See, Francis disembarked in Goa, the center of Portuguese activity. Okay, Portuguese activity. Here, the one point you need to remember, December 3, 1552, the Francis Xavier died of fever on the island of Santian, which is located in the Chinese coastal area. Okay, he attempted to secure entrance to the country, then close to the foreigners. So he was died not in Goa, he died in Sanxian in the Chinese coastal area. The feast of Saint Francis Xavier is celebrated in Goa each year. So statement 1 and statement 3 is correct. So your option C is your right answer, 1 and 3. Okay, right. The next question is that with reference to the history of ancient India, which of the following statements are correct? Mithakshara was the civil law for upper caste and Dayabhaga was the civil law of lower caste. The Mithakshara system, the sons can claim right to the property during the lifetime of father, whereas in the Dayabhaga system, it is only after the death of the father that the sons can claim the right of the property. So the Mithakshara system deals with the matters related to the property held by male members only of the family, whereas the Dayabhaga system deals with the matters related to the property held by both male and female members of a family. Okay, so select the correct answer using the code given below, 1 and 2, 2 and 2 only, 1 and 3, 3 1. Okay, so here you need to know a few informations. Okay, Dayabhaga and Mithakshara. Okay, Dayabhaga and Mithakshara. These are all the two schools of law that govern the law of succession of the Hindu and divided family under Indian law. Under Indian law. According to the Mithakshara law school, a joint family refers only to the male member of a family and extends to include a son, grandson, and great grandson. So the ownership in the joint family. Ownership in the joint family. In the Mithakshara system, the wife cannot demand the partition. Okay, she, however, has the right to share in any partition affected between her husband or her sons. So under the Dayabhaga, this right does not exist for the women, okay, because the sons cannot demand the partition as father is the absolute owner. Absolute owner. Okay, similarly, when son dies before partition, leaving the mother as his heir, the mother is entitled to share of her deceased son as well as share in her own right when there is a partition between the remaining sons. So as per this explanation, if you see the option given here, okay, 2 only right. Okay, the sons can claim right to the property during the lifetime of father, because I told you here it's a joint ownership. Okay, father, the sons can claim right to the property. Okay, right. So all these questions were asked by the UPSC in today preliminary 2021, your general studies paper 1 from the part of history. Okay, from the part of history. More conceptual oriented questions. Okay, right. So in-depth concepts, factual understanding is more important here. Okay, next we'll move to the part of your polity. What are the questions were asked in the polity here? Okay, so under the Indian Constitution, concentration of wealth. Okay, concentration of wealth violates. There's a 3 option here, like 4 option here. The right to equality, the directive principles of state policy, the right to freedom, the concept of welfare. Okay, the right to equality, the directive principles of state policy, the right to freedom, the concept of welfare. Here, the right to equality, it's completely comes under the fundamental rights, and the right to freedom also fundamental rights. So this is odd man out. And the concept of welfare. Okay, here the question itself, they mentioned about the right concentration. Okay, right, like Indian constitution, concentration of wealth violates. In terms of health provided by, as per the constitution, it violates. All this comes under DPSP, directive principles of state policy. Okay, so option B is right. Next question, what is the position of the right to property in India? Right to property in India. Legal right available to citizens only. Legal rights available to any person. Fundamental rights available to citizen only. Neither fundamental right nor legal rights. So what is the position of the right to property in India? Remember, the legal right is available to citizens only. No, it is available for the non-citizens, like people who come from abroad, and they also will come under the legal rights. And fundamental rights is available to the citizens only. Few of the fundamental rights it's applicable to the people, not even the citizen of our nation. Okay, neither fundamental rights nor legal rights. No. So the legal rights available to any person. Okay, option B is the right answer. Okay, what was the exact constitutional status of India on 26 January 1950? Exact constitutional status of India. What type of constitution that we made exactly at the time of 26 January 1950? Okay, see, a democratic republic, a sovereign democratic republic, a sovereign secular democratic republic, a sovereign socialist secular democratic republic. Okay, see, the republic is the concept where the nation used to have their own constitution to select their representatives. India is a republic country, there is no doubt in that. But around 1950, 26 January, it is the commencement of our constitution of India. Yes, India is not a democratic republic. India is not sovereign secular democratic republic. India is not sovereign secular socialist democratic republic. India is a sovereign democratic republic. That is very important point, because the British framed the law. The British ruled India till 1947. Okay, 1947. So we don't have any sovereign power above that, like above us. So India is a sovereign democratic republic country. That is the exact constitutional status of India in the year of 26 January 1950. Okay, the next fourth one, it's all about the constitutional government means. What is the meaning of constitutional government? A direct question. If you understood about your constitution, it is easy for you to answer. A representative government of a nation with federal structure, a government whose head enjoys the nominal powers, a government whose head enjoys the real powers, a government limited by the terms of the constitution. See, option A representative government of a nation with federal structure. No, that is not a constitutional government. A government whose head enjoys the nominal power. No, that is not real constitution. A government whose head enjoys the real powers. No, a government limited by the terms of the constitution. Okay, the powers which enjoyed by the President of India and the Prime Minister of India, which as per the terms of the constitution, that is called a constitutional government. Okay, the executive power, legislative power, all other discretionary powers were mentioned as per the constitution, which enjoyed by the real power as well as the nominal power of the state. So option D is the right answer for the question number 4. With reference to India, the terms halbi, ho, and kui pertain to what? This is art and culture, like like direct question, tribal language. Okay, tribal language. See, there is no dance form in art and culture like halbi, ho, and kui, and there is no musical instruments in the classical as well as the Hindustani. There is no cave paintings in the prehistoric era. It's a tribal languages of India. So the option D is the right answer. Sixth, consider the following statement in respect to Bharat Ratna and Padma Awards. Bharat Ratna and Padma Awards. Question number 6. Bharat Ratna and Padma Award are titles, okay, which is entitled by the Constitution of India as per Article 18, Clause 1. Yes, that's right. Padma Awards, which were instituted in the year 1954, were suspended only once. Okay. Yes, it was instituted in the year of 1954 only. So the number of Bharat Ratna award is restricted to a maximum of 5 in a particular year. Yes, only 5. So statement 1 is right, statement 2 is right, statement 3 is right. Okay, sorry. Yes, sorry, this is completely wrong here. Give me a minute. Which of the above statement is not correct? Fine. So 1950 here, and not 5 members, and not as per the article of 18 and clause 1. Okay, I think the option D. Okay, option D. Okay. Next question. The United see, this question will keep it hold. Okay, even I have a little bit of doubt in this. We'll keep it in hold. So Bharat Ratna as a prefix by the awardee is exempt under Article 18, Clause 1 only. So we'll keep it hold. Okay, don't consider this question as a discussion. We'll keep it hold. Okay, next question. Consider the following statement 1 and 2. Okay, 1 and 2. The United Nations Capital Development Fund, UNCDF, and the Arbor Day Foundation have recently recognized Hyderabad as 2020 Tree City of the World. Okay, Tree City of the World. Statement 2, Hyderabad was selected for the recognition for a year-long commitment. It's like year-long, it's commitment to grow and maintain the urban forests. Okay, urban forest. Which one of the following is correct in respect of the above statements? Correct. We're talking about correct here. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is the correct explanation for statement 1. Okay, both the statements are correct. The statement 2, which is explanation for statement 1, that is your option A. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, but statement 2 is not the correct explanation for the statement 1. Okay, both the statements are correct, but the explanation given in the statement 2 is not for the statement 1. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is not correct. Statement 1 is not correct, but statement 2 is correct. So which option is correct? Any answers from your side? Any answers from your side?
Option D, sir.
Option D.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Very good. Who said that? Bharata?
Naveen, sir.
Naveen. Okay. So Naveen, option D is correct. Statement 2 is correct. Okay. Statement 2 is correct. Hyderabad was selected for the recognition of year following for the commitment to grow and maintain the urban forests. Okay, right. What about the first statement? Come on, what about the first statement? What about the first statement? Why Arbor Day Foundation have recently recognized Hyderabad the 2020 tree city of the world? Which is the tree city of the world of 2022? Any answers? What is the problem here in this statement? Tell me. Hyderabad is placed alongside with the 119 cities from 63 countries, got a unique distinction, right? Only, like, become the only city in India to be recognized as tree city of which one? The world, by the Arbor Day Foundation. But problem is it is not by, like, United Nations Capital Development Fund. Okay, it was by FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization. That is a mistake. Okay, so statement 1 is not correct, but statement 2 is correct. Next, which of the following statement is respect of the Laurea's World Sports Award, which was instituted in the year 2000? Okay, statement 1, American golfer Tiger Woods was the first winner of this award. Okay, the award was received mostly by the Formula 1 players so far. Roger Federer received this award maximum number of times compared to others. Which of the above statements are correct? 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. Any answers? Any answers? Come on, guys, any answers? Any answers? No idea. So American golfer Tiger Woods, he is the first winner of this award. Okay. The award was received mostly by the Formula 1 player. No, it was given to different, players in different sports platform. Roger Federer received this award maximum number of times compared to others. Yes. So option 1 and 3. Okay, option 1 and 3. Next, consider the following statement is respect of the 32nd Summer Olympics. Statement 1, the official motto for this Olympics is a new world. Yeah, new world. Okay. Sports climbing, surfing, skateboarding, karate, and baseball are included in this year Olympics. Okay, which of the above statements is are given correct? Option A one, option A one, option B two, option C both one and two, option D neither one or two. Okay. See, the official motto of this Olympics is a new world. What is the theme? Any idea? Come on, guys. Any idea? Give me any guess answer in the chat box or anyone. Hmm? Any idea? No idea. Hmm? Can I get yes, no, something? See, the official motto of this Olympics is not a new world.
Yes, sir. It is faster, higher, and stronger. Something.
Yes, very good. Okay, so this is faster, higher, and stronger. And the sport climbing, surfing, skateboarding, karate, baseball, all this were included in this Olympics. So as per this, option 2, B2 only. Okay, next one is consider the following statement is in respect of the ICC World Test Championship. Okay, ICC World Test Championship. The finalists were decided by the number of matches they won. New Zealand was ranked ahead of England because it won more matches than England. Which of the above statements is are correct? 1, 2, both 1 and 2, neither 1 or 2. Any idea? Who's interested in sports here? Gonna shaker to me. B is your option. 2 only. Okay. Any other person interested in sports here? Hmm? Come on. Any. The finalists were decided by the number of matches they won. Yes or no?
Option C, sir. Both.
Both 1 and 2. How ICC will come up with the final list? Only number of matches they won, or based on the performance of the team throughout the year? It is not only the number of matches they won, it's all about the performance. Okay. New Zealand was ranked ahead of England because it won more matches than England. See, neither 1 or 2. Okay, neither 1 or 2. Not option A, option B, option C, both. So neither 1 or 2 is your option. Okay. And consider the following statement. Right to the city is an agreed human right, and the UN Habitat monitors the commitments made by each country in this regard. Right to the city gives every occupant of the city the right to reclaim public spaces and public participation in the city. Right to the city means that the state cannot deny any public service or facility to unauthorized colonies in the city. Okay, right to the city is your keyword. Okay, which of the given statements given above is or correct? 1 only, 3 only, 1 and 2, 2 and 3. Any try? Anyone want to try? Come on, anyone want to give a try for this question? Hmm? Come on, anyone wanted to try? Just see, right to city, which is an agreed human right and UN habitat that monitors the commitments made by each country in this regard. Okay, that is true. It is based on the conventions. Okay, statement. And right to the city gives every occupant of the city the right to reclaim their public spaces and public participation in the city. Yes. Okay, right to the city means that the state cannot deny any public services or facility to the unauthorized colonies in the city. It is not, because any unauthorized colonies also in the city, the state should give the public service or any of the facilities as a basic amenities to them. Yes, so 1 and 2 is correct. Option like statement 3 is incorrect. So then option C is your right answer. Okay, right. With a reference to India, consider the following statement. Judicial custody means an accused is in the custody of the concerned magistrate and such accused is locked up in the police station, not in jail. During judicial custody, the police officer in charge of the case is not allowed to interrogate the suspect without the approval of the court. Which of the statements given above is correct? Come on, it's easy question. Any answers? Any answer? Gunashekar, B. Supriya, B. Okay. Any other answers? Very good. Gunashekar and Supriya. Answer is B. 2 only. See, judicial custody means an accused is in the custody of the concerned magistrate and such accused is locked up in the police station, not in the jail. This statement is incorrect. Okay, right. Where he will be placed then? Jail or police station? Not in police station. Locked up in police station, not in jail. Remember, not in the police station. They'll be in the jail. And during judicial custody, the police officer in charge of the case is not allowed to interrogate the particular suspect without the approval of the court because he comes under the judicial custody. So option B is the right answer. With reference to India, consider the following statement. When the prisoner makes out a sufficient case, okay, parole cannot be denied to such prisoner because it becomes a matter of his her right. State governments have their own prisoners release on parole rules. Which of the statements given above is or correct? Option A, 1 only. Option B, 2 only. Option C, both 1 and 2. Neither 1 or 2. Any idea? Any idea? Any answers? A, B, C, D. Gunashekar says D. Okay. What about others?
Yes, sir.
A. Any other guess?
B, sir.
B. Okay. B is the right answer. Okay. See, when a prisoner makes out a sufficient case, parole cannot be denied to such prisoner because it becomes a matter of his her right. It can be denied. It cannot be denied. It can be denied. Okay, right. So statement 1 is incorrect. State government have their own prisoners released on their paroles. Yes. Okay. So the parole rules, which lays with the state government, they have their own rule based on the cases as per the their acts. So 2 only. Right. At the national level, which ministry is the nodal agency to ensure effective implementation of the scheduled tribes and other traditional forest dwellers recognition of Forest Rights Act of 2006? Which ministry is that? It's easy question. At the national level, which ministry is the nodal agency to ensure effective implementation of ST and traditional forest dwellers? Supriya says option D. Sangeeta option D. What about others? Why not rural? Okay, so yes, option D is right answer. Very good. Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Anything related to the economic, environmental and other related to the forests, they'll take care. And Panchayat Raj, local self-government, rural development is completely different. So the scheduled tribes, the traditional forest dwellers, these were the nodal agency, Ministry of Tribal Affairs. 15th question. A legislation which confers on the executive or administrative authority an unguided and uncontrolled discretionary power in the matter of application of law violates which one of the following articles of the Constitution of India? Any answers? Any answer? Come on, guys. Any answers? Any answers? See, a legislation which confers on the executive or administrative authority an unguided and uncontrolled discretionary power of their in the matter of application of law violates which one of the following articles of the Constitution of India deals with? How many of you are aware about constitutional remedies? Constitutional remedies. If the executive or administrative is not doing their job, okay, any citizen can go to the Supreme Court of India or High Court of any states under Article 32, that is constitutional remedies. Okay, yes, answer is C. Gunashekar is right. Which one of the following in Indian polity is an essential feature that indicates that it is federal in character? Federal in character. The independence of judiciary is safeguarded. The union legislature has elected representative from constituent units. The union cabinet can have elected representatives from regional parties. The fundamental rights are enforceable by courts of law. Yes, which option is right? Any guess? Come on, guys, try, give a try. The independence of judiciary is safeguarded. The union legislature has elected representatives from constituent units. The union legislatures has elected representative from constituent units. No. The union cabinet can have elected representative from regional parties. No. The fundamental rights are enforceable by court of law. No. The independence of judiciary is safeguarded. When the judiciary in a democratic, okay, which is enjoying its independence, that is what the real and essential feature that indicates the federal in character. Okay, judiciary should enjoy the independence. That independence should be safeguarded as per the constitution of that nation, which is called as federal character. That is the important feature. Okay, so A is your right answer. Which one of the following, okay, best defines the term of state? See, direct question. State definition. Which article? Come on, guys. It's an easy question. State definition comes under which article?
Article 12.
Confirm.
Doubt, sir.
Who said that? Article 12 said by whom?
Naveen, sir.
Yes, right. According to Article 12 of the Constitution of India, the term state were denoted. Yes or no? Yes. So tell me which statement is, which definition is correct? Yeah, politically organized people of a defined territory and possessing an authority to govern them, maintain law and order, protect their natural rights and safeguard. No. A number of persons who have been living in the definite territory for a very long time with their own culture, tradition and government. No. A society permanently living in the defined territory with a central authority and executive responsible to the central authority and an independent judiciary. No. A community of persons permanently occupying a definite territory independent of external control and possessing an organized government. Yes, this is the exact definition of what? State. Okay, the union and the state government, the parliament and state legislators and all local or other authorities within the territory of India or under the control of the Indian government, that denotes Article 12 of the Constitution that gives the definition of the state. As per the four options here, option A is the right as per the definition of the state. Clear? Next question is all about, with the reference to Indian judiciary, consider the following statements. Any retired judge of the Supreme Court of India can be called back to sit and act as a Supreme Court judge by a Chief Justice of India with prior permission of the President of India. A High Court in India has the power to review its own judgment as the Supreme Court does. Which of the statements given above is correct?
C, sir. Option C.
Very good. Okay, both the statements were correct. See, any retired judges of Supreme Court can be called back for any special case or any special, bench for any landmark judgment. They can be called back, okay, by the Chief Justice of India. But if you wanted to call him to be a part of that particular bench, the Chief Justice of India needs to get permission from the President of our country. So statement 1 is right. A High Court in India has the power to review its own judgment as the Supreme Court does. Yes, the review of the judgment can be done by the High Court. So both 1 and 2 the right answer. Okay, next question, question number 19. With reference to India, consider the following statements. There is only one citizenship and one domicile. A citizen by birth only can be the head of state. A foreigner once granted the citizenship cannot be deprived of it under any circumstances. Okay. So what is your answer? Which of the statement
Yes,
given
sir.
above?
One only.
A one only. Who said that?
Supriya, sir.
Supriya. Okay. Yes. One is the right answer. Option A is the right answer. One only. Okay. There is only one citizenship and one domicile. Okay. A citizen by birth only can be the head of state. No. A citizen by birth, by naturalization, by registration. Okay. Anyone can become a head of the state. A foreigner once granted the citizenship cannot be deprived of it under any system. No, it can be deprived. It can be deprived. Okay, so option 1 is correct. A. Which one of the following factors constitutes the best safeguard of liberty in a liberal democracy? A committed judiciary, centralization of powers, elected governments, separation of powers, which is very important for our nation. Which one of the following factors constitutes the best safeguard of liberty in a liberal democracy?
Sir, I guess yes, sir.
A. Why A?
Judiciary, sir. So
Yes. Option A is the right answer. Okay. Best safeguard of liberty in a liberal democracy, a committed judiciary. Judiciary is very, very important for the liberal democracy. Okay, centralization power is there. As per the constitution, the union government will take care. Elected government, yes, as per the constitution, it happens. Separation of power also different. But a committed judiciary is the best safeguard of the liberal democracy. Okay. Right. Water can dissolve more substances than any other liquid. See, this comes under your environment, science and technology. So science. See, I wanted to discuss a few questions from my side, that is polity as well as history. Okay, we discussed about the history, then right to privacy. Tell me, right to privacy is protected under which article of the Constitution of India? Easy question. Direct question. Come on, yaar. This time and all, you could have tell me the answer. Right to privacy is protected under which article of the Constitution of India?
Article 21.
Yes, good. Article 21. Right to privacy. Okay. See, 27. We adopted parliamentary democracy based on the British model only. But how does our model differ from that model? Okay, Indian parliamentary. Okay, and you got British parliamentary. So the Indian parliamentary model were borrowed from the British model only. So we'll read the statement, and they are asking, how does our model, Indian parliamentary model, differ from the British parliamentary model? That is your question. As regard legislation, the British Parliament is supreme or sovereign. But in India, the power of the Parliament to legislate is limited. In India, matters related to the constitutionality of the amendment of an act of the Parliament are referred to the Constitution bench by the Supreme Court. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A, B, both, like 1, 2, both 1 and 2, neither 1 or 2. Which one is the right answer? It's an easy question again. The bill which introduced in the parliament become act with the power of parliament people in India, or else it become act when it received the assent from President of India. Come on.
After the receiving assent of president, sir.
Okay. Yes. So as regard the legislation, the British Parliament is supreme power, final authenticate or sovereign. But in India, the power of the Parliament to legislate is limited. Who needs to give the assent? The President of India. So option 1 is right. In India, matters related to the constitutionality of the amendment of an act of the Parliament are referred to the Constitution bench by the Supreme Court. Yes, that's true. Any constitutional amendment bill, it will go to the Supreme Court, the Constitution bench for the review. Judicial review we have in the term by the Supreme Court. So both 1 and 2 is the right answer, option C. Okay, right. Then we have other questions. 28th question. Okay. With reference to the union government, consider the following statement. N. Gopala Swami Iyengar committee, okay, suggested that a minister, okay, that a minister and a secretary to be designated solely for pursuing the subject of administrative reform and promoting it. Statement 2, in 1970, the Department of Personnel was constituted on the recommendation of the Administrative Reform Commission 1996, and this was placed under the Prime Minister's charge. Which of the statements given above is correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 or 2. Any guess? Any guess? Guys? See, N. Gopalasamy Iyengar committee suggested that a minister and a secretary be designed solely for pursuing the subject of administrative reform and promoting. No. In the year of 1970, the Department of Personnel was constituted on recommendation of ARC, like Administrative Reform Commission. Yes. So B only. Okay. So guys, these questions were asked from the polity as well as the history. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, fine. So by next week, okay, by next week we are calling the toppers, and also they'll share their story about their success, and the CSAT paper and the remaining topics will be taken by the different faculties by tomorrow or after tomorrow. We have your names and numbers. We'll send the link of the session once it got confirmed, and I want to give you this, the set C answer key, okay, as well as the subject weightage in the preliminary 2021. 21 questions from history, 15 from economy, environment, ecology, science 24, current affairs 7, Indian polity 18, geography and agriculture 15, total 100 questions. Even most of the questions like added in, like pure current affairs is different, subject based I added it the subject itself. So we go through this and see the answers are subject to change. We wanted to go live by that day itself, that is the intention. So the answers are subject to change, and the above expected cutoff based on the previous year results. We analyzed the previous year question paper with this year question paper. Based on that, we'll come up with the expected cutoff for the 2021 preliminary examination. General category it's 90.90. Economic weaker section 74, OBC 86, SC 71, ST 65, PWD 1 68, WD 2 60, WD 3 38, WD 5 40. Remember the above expected cutoff also subject to change. Just it's a rough figure based on the previous year results. Okay, so these document will be shared with you.